So it just turns out I wasn't recording. I thought I was recording that whole time. Okay, so pile number one, you guys picked the Earth Element card. All right. So, like I was saying when I thought that I was recording, was that this morning I went on a walk. And I was just thinking about the fact that, like, we're all just kind of like plants, right? Because if we came from this earth and we are of this earth, we got to nourish ourselves like we would a plant. I know that might sound silly, but it's true. Like, the nourishment that you give a plant that will grow the best is, you make sure you're watering that plant, making sure that plant gets enough sunlight, making sure. Okay, so before I was really interrupted, making sure that plant gets enough sunlight. They have those little vitamin packs for plants, making sure your plant, or like, what's it called? Like the little booster for the fertilizer that you put in. And when that plant needs to grow, like you get a new pot and you repot that plant and allow it to spread, allow its roots to spread. And I don't know. And even like you get to give good compliments to a plant for it to just for it to truly thrive, So I don't know, just like I just wish we nourished ourselves like we would nourish a plant. But yeah, okay, anyway, let's get into this because I feel like this is kind of tying into what I was saying. So with your oracle cards, I guess I got to go over it again because I thought I was recording and I really wasn't. So you guys have the contraction card, inner world mending in being. This is what I feel like is the main theme of this reading. And then you have the vision card, higher consciousness, insight, and guidance. And then lastly, you have the peacekeeper, equilibrium, objectivity, and cooperation. And I feel like you guys are getting insights right now, but I feel like there's some self-doubt, right? I feel like the earth element is saying, like, why aren't you trusting what we're giving you right now? Like, I feel like you could be getting these little seeds of information right now, and your inner world might be like giving you, like, the doubt of your inner world is what's throwing it off. And like I was saying earlier, like, we ourselves are, we're of this earth, right? Or not in this earth, we're not of it, whatever. But like, we are made from this earth, right? We're made from the dirt, all of it. We are made from this earth. And we got to think of ourselves like seeds, right? So what you water that seed is going to keep growing, right? So if I'm watering my seed with, self-doubt and negativity, that's just what's going to keep growing. That's what's going to keep, flourishing. Rather than if I'm feeding in, opportunistic vibe or a very optimistic vibe, and I'm feeding that to my seed, then that's what's going to grow. Where energy flows, energy grows, right? Is that what it's called? Where energy flows, energy grows. We're going to say that. That's it. But so I feel like your inner world, like in this card, is saying that it might need some mending right now. So you can put yourself at a place of balance to where you're not feeling like you're doubtful. It might be doubtful of your own talents too, because you have the page of coins in reverse. So I'm also feeling like you might not be having so much fun. This could definitely be, money in a work endeavor, because we have the financial security card right here. We have the 5 of coins right here. Yeah, so maybe you're feeling like maybe you've put some effort into something and you're not seeing the rewards yet. So it's causing some doubt. You might be feeling like you're in a financial pinch right now and you're like, I need this to work out so I can be out of this. But you have the strength card right here. I asked the earth element, who should you embody right now? And you got the 5 of coins and the strength card. So even if you are in this pinch right now, the earth element is saying, like, stay strong right now. Call in that inner power that you have right now to gain some steadiness within yourself. I'm hearing like your energy is still being your energy, like you're protecting your energy right now and protecting your thoughts right now, because what you're feeding into yourself, like I said, energy grows where energy flows. If I'm not saying you need to ignore those thoughts, because you should allow those thoughts and accept them fully, right? Acknowledge them and allow them, accept them, because otherwise, you'll internalize them and they're just going to stay stagnant within you, and it's just going to keep growing regardless. But if you allow it and accept it, and then think about, like, with this strength card, okay, so what is in my power right now that I can change about this situation? If there's something in my power right now that I can change, but let's change it. If not, then how can I make this more bearable for me right now? Is there anyone that I could ask for help right now? Or is there anything that can get my mind off of this right now so I can be at ease for a second? But really tending to this inner world right now, because this Page of Swords in reverse is making me feel like, you know, the thoughts aren't that happy right now. The thoughts aren't all, you know, a kiki. Like, we're not having such a great time in our head right now. Because this is the Page of Swords, when it's, you know, not in reverse, reminds me of, like, it's talkativeness. It's and, you know, I feel like this is that talkative nature still, but it's not talkative nature that's going to feed you in a way that would allow you to blossom. Like, I really feel like you guys are, like, aren't feeling that confident in your skills right now, and whatever hardships or whatever craft that you guys might have been working on. I feel like you're not feeling so confident in it right now. And maybe because this inner child is in reverse too. So when you're in this negative spout, and, like, your mind is just, you know, spiraling with negative thoughts, listen to how you're talking to your inner child in that moment too. This reminds me, a couple days ago, I was having a little dispute, or I was having a little fight with my ego, and I was like, okay, let me just sit and see what the ego says. I want to hear it. And the way my ego talked to my inner child, that was crazy. I was like, whoa, that is what my ego said. Like, I had to separate that, because I had fears I've been, you know, taking a lot of time to invest in something, and this investment has been costing a lot of money. So, and I haven't seen, you know, the harvest of this investment yet. I've just been investing, and I've been, you know, watering that seed and nurturing that seed. And, you know, that seed hasn't grown into its full tree yet. But I like, my soul and me, like, I know that it's getting there, but my ego was like, we've invested too much. I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm scared. Like, I am scared. Like, and when I heard my ego say to myself, because I was counting the amount of money that I've, you know, invested into this project, and I literally said to myself, like, when I was sitting and listening to myself, because I was like, I gotta sit in this, I gotta hear what's happening. I heard my ego goes, how dare you spend that much? And I was like, wow. Like, I'm grateful that I was even able to, like, separate, you know, my ego from myself right then, because, like, I would have sat in that for a minute. But I was like, whoa, my ego is upset right now. And, like I was saying, that devil card flew out earlier, but now it's in reverse. So the earth element wants to detach from that ego. See the ego for what it is. But you guys have this visionary card, or this vision card right here. See the ego for what it is, and allow yourself to separate from it, and within thought. Like I was saying earlier, separating from, or, like, acknowledging those thoughts still, and accepting that you had that thought, and then seeing what you can do, right? How can we move forward from this, instead of how can I just sit in it? But your inner world needs some tending right now, is what I'm saying, or it needs some mending. It needs some maintenance work, but that's okay. Yeah, and so also with this vision card, you guys might be feeling like that pull. Like, you might be feeling like, you know, I've worked so hard on it, but I'm not seeing any results. But there's guidance right here saying there are results coming. Like, you might not see it right now. Like, I'm feeling like it's behind the veil. You just can't see it. And because in both of these, they have their eyes shut. You know, and this one, and this one, they have their eyes shut right now. So you can't really see what's going on behind the scenes right now. But I'm hearing like trust your higher conscious, right? Trust your higher consciousness right now. And listen, is if you're feeling doubt or fear right now, where is that coming from? You know, when I was talking earlier about how I was saying that I was investing a lot of money into something, and my ego came up and wanted me to pull out because, you know, I've already come so far with this investment, and I'm almost to the end. And I had to sit down with myself and think, you know, okay, I'm scared. Why am I feeling scared right now? I sat down with my ego and my inner child. I'm trying to figure out, and I was like, why are we scared right now? You know, why are we being so hard right now on ourselves? And what came up from that was, I don't feel safe in my finances right now. I've been spending a lot of money, and that's not, you know, that's not necessarily how much money I thought I was going to have to invest in this. And then I have to sit with my soul for a second and be like, well, what do you think of this, right? You know, playing both fields. And like, I just always think about, you know, the ego screams and the soul whispers, right? The soul's never going to just scream for that attention, but it whispers it. So I had to, I don't want to I don't want to, you know, go too far off a topic right now, but I feel like this is kind of helpful. You know, the ego was sitting like scared. It was that scared little child for myself. And I had to tell myself, hey, like, I understand you're afraid right now. Okay, that's understandable. We have been investing a lot in this, but we're investing in something for our highest good right now. So it's okay for us to have this investment right now. It's okay for us to invest in this so we can see the fruition of it. So we can see the fruition of this in the end. I understand you're scared right now. Like, it was like I really had to comfort myself through it. And that my ego, I wanted to pull out. I was like, no, we're done. We need to pull out. I've spent too much money on this. My soul was like, hey, we're almost there, man. Like, we're almost there. Let's just go a little bit more. Like, we're almost there. And this is like what I've been starting to tell myself is, when I'm feeling that fear for my ego, that means I gotta push harder. Like, and that's not for every situation, right? But when it's fear coming from my ego against my soul, my soul's desires, that means I gotta push harder, because that ego's trying to stop me for a second, and that's a barricade within itself. So, yeah, I hope that was a little bit helpful. But your overall theme for your tarot cards is the Temperance card, balance and equilibrium. And I'm really just keep hearing, like, seeing behind the veil. Like, things might not be what you see in the physical. Like, we can't see, what you see in the physical might not be the reality of everything. Now, that might not make sense, because if you're like, Kaya, I see $2 in my bank account, like, that means there's actually $2 in my bank account. Okay, yes, that is true. But you don't know what is to come, right? And if we keep feeding into those fears, we might, like, that's just going to keep growing, right? So I'm just like, this balancing of the mind is what I'm hearing right now. And it's going to need your cooperation. So when you get those fears, and when you get those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, separate for a second. You know, listen to your body. Hey, well, why am I feeling this way? Is this my ego trying to protect me? And then if it is, acknowledge that, accept that, and then, you know, tell your ego, hey, we're okay. I understand you're afraid, but we got to keep pushing, like, because this is something that we want. This is something that we need. We're almost there. So, and don't be critical of yourself when you have those moments with your ego. See the ego for what it is, accept it, and acknowledge it. Because I feel like if you don't acknowledge the ego, it's going to want to, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's not the best thing to, you know, try to not acknowledge the ego. I just feel like acknowledging the ego and accepting it for what it is will be helpful. But you guys have the Devil card in reverse for this. So I feel like literally really separating from that ego is going to be very helpful for you guys. Definitely with this earth element. The earth element, this is in Taurus. No, this is in Capricorn. But, the Capricorn is literally the devil card in tarot. That is crazy. So, so I feel like really separating from the ego is going to be very, very important. It is a very, very important theme of this reading. So, okay, let's get into these oracle cards over here. You guys have the wisdom card and overcome fear that come right next to each other. And then under the overcome fear card, you have your destiny. So this is telling, I feel like this is something that you guys want, right? And you guys might feel that barricade right now with that 5 of coins energy and this 8 of swords. But I'm feeling like just separating yourself. Like it's separating yourself. Yeah, I'm just feeling separating yourself. Like there's something that's going on. Like ask your guides to give you some encouragement. Ask them for little pebbles of the universe, or ask the universe for little pebbles to, you know, keep giving you encouragement. Give you an angel. Ask them, or ask your guides for angel numbers. Yeah, we have 33 right here. Master number right here, and then we have 10. So I'm just feeling like asking your guides for some signs. Let them know, or tell them to let you know that you're on the right path. Okay, so that will give you guys some ease and comfort. But sometimes, like with this temperance card, I'm also thinking about rolling with the ebb and flows of things too, because say this is like a business. You guys are you guys started up a business, right? And say you have like a nail salon or whatever. That's something that you can get a lot of customers one day, like Saturday you can get a lot of customers, and then maybe like Tuesday you get like 1 or 2 customers. Like rolling with the ebb and flows of your life, rolling with the ebb and flows of your business will help you get to that peacekeeper vibe, with that equilibrium, and finding that peace within yourself. Because this peacekeeper, the Libra goddess, she is at such peace with herself because she understands the ebb and flows of the universe, and she understands the ebb and flows of her own life. And so if something is calling her to try to teeter off, she quickly tries to balance it. You know, she looks at something for what it is, and she looks at it with wisdom of not, yeah, because you guys do have this, yeah, you guys have this wisdom card here, right, too, so that's why I'm saying that. But I'm feeling like coming inward and looking at your own internal wisdom, and even the wisdom that the universe is like bestowing upon you, like, because you guys have this vision card, so there is insight coming to you guys too, and there is guidance coming, and I feel like just trust it right now. Trust that you're being guided to the right place right now, and keep using the, actually let's read this wisdom card, because I feel like this is will be very helpful for you guys. All right. The power of the mind has no limits. Wisdom is not only about having all the information and knowledge, but about applying what we know to our situation so that it adds meaning and promotes the common good. This card reminds you that it's time to live life in such a way that builds the spirit. The octopus on this card is upside down, and it invites you to look for alternative perspectives to broaden your vision. Sometimes all it takes is to distance ourselves from the situation to see more clearly about what is best for us and everyone we love. Your third eye is awakened and focused on the scene, so don't be afraid to look for a new viewpoint. In affirmation, I use the wisdom within. It literally says that your third eye is awakened, and you guys have the third eye card, the vision card. So trusting yourself, trusting the vision that you see, trusting that you are being put on the right path. And maybe this is for money, and you guys have the financial security card. So that financial security is coming in if that's something that you guys are looking for. It is your birthright. You guys have the destiny card that comes out right under it. But you guys have to overcome this fear. Overcoming your fear will help put you in the right path for your destiny. Because sometimes when we feed into that fear, right? Like I was saying earlier with the ego, when I was saying that I was investing so much into this, and I'm almost at the end, I feel that, and I know that my ego was scared though. It was like, we should stop. We should stop right now because I am afraid. If I had stopped right then, I wouldn't be at the point that I'm at now, where I'm just really at the damn finish line, right? All I got to do is step over the threshold at this point. So notice when you feel that fear, that's when we take a pause. Like with this earth element, the earth element is about stillness. It's about patience. If you ever watched the Avatar the Last Airbender, when Aang was trying to learn this, actually this might be like a you guys might be air elements, not air elements, but you guys might have an air sign, or you might be air sign in your sun. But when Aang had to learn his the earth element, he was struggling to learn that one, because air is opposite of earth. So air is fast, it wants to move, it wants results, it wants to see something. It wants to know, hey, I'm putting in this energy, like this Page of Swords, that's that energy, that talkativeness, a lot of energy being put into something. And when you have to be in the standstill, when you know the contraction card in this earth element, it's kind of, I feel like it'd be kind of confusing for an air element, because it's calling for patience, it's calling for stillness. So when you're in that moment with the fear, it's, I feel like fear, when you think about fear, if you had to see it as an element, it would be that air element. It's fast vibrations, you know, your mind's bouncing off of everything. Like if you ever seen I feel like most people in high school or whenever you learned about molecules and different phases, like when you learned about, you know, solids, you know, you saw everything in one place, right? And then when you learned about when it turns into water, things start moving a little bit more. And then when it starts evaporating, it turns into air. There's, you know, you see the molecules vibrating and bouncing off of everything. That's fear, right? If fear is an element, it is air. And it's because air rules the mind, right? So when you get into that air, like that air energy, and you know, your mind's racing, it's going everywhere, that's when you have to embody this earth element, right? And you have to sit in stillness. Like I was a person who, when I was fearing, I was a very anxious person, you know? So even now, when I start feeling that anxiety pop up, I'm like, oh, let me sit in this. Let's see where it's coming from. Let's see what truth is really behind it. And let's just see what truth is really behind it. Let's sit in this, right? That's where the stillness comes in. And I feel like that's going to be very helpful for you guys. That's going to help put you into this peacekeeper energy with the Libra goddess, is to be at, you know, being at equilibrium, is to acknowledge those thoughts, you know, coming in when you're getting that racing mind, come inwards, sit and see, like with this vision card, see the insight from this, right? Ask your body, why am I feeling fearful? Okay, I hear you. Is there any truth behind this? Okay, I hear you. So what can we do about this? Okay, I hear you. Here's our next step, right? So I feel like it's really slowing down, right? With the Temperance card right here too, I just feel like it's slowing down for a second, trying to find, like she has her toe just dipped in the water, right? And it's like, I feel like she's just kind of feeling the waves, right? Feeling the waves out. And not even like if she's feeling a huge wave, but she, you know, not yanking her foot out the water real quick, but putting her foot in the water and just seeing like, okay, this is where I am. This is my ebb and flow for the day. How do I work with this, right? Not stopping, not trying to stop the waves, but just feeling them and allowing them to work around you. And whatever this is, guys, this is your destiny. I'm going to read this card to you guys in case you guys, I love when I get this card in a reading, because this just reminds me that we are just so powerful within ourselves. And sometimes when the ego comes out, it really just tries to pull us out of our own power. And you guys have this Devil card in reverse. So I feel like it's really going to be very, very important for you guys to, when you guys feel that ego, acknowledge it, feel it, see what it's trying to tell you, ask why it's feeling so scared at the moment, because that is the inner child, right? The inner child is most likely behind the scenes afraid, right? So, you know, I think sitting with that inner child, sitting with that ego and seeing, hey, what's really going on right now? And, you know, coming from a place of, you know, equanimity and love and awareness for that part of yourself that is feeling afraid, that is trying to protect you. And then letting, you know, even now, like when I have those like kind of, you know, anxious moments and I'm feeling like my ego is really trying to protect me, like I have to sit down with my ego and I have to tell him like, oh my gosh, you know, thank you for trying to protect me, but as you know, I'm living for my highest soul right now, and I trust that I'm not being led wrong. My soul is not leading me wrong right now. So I thank you for trying to protect me, but I'm going to live in the light of my soul right now. So maybe that would be helpful for you guys. But let's read this destination card. Or not destination, destiny. Social limitations and negative bias trick our subconscious into believing we are not able to achieve our desires. We are taught to hide our unique nature to fit into the environment around us. Those coping skills keep us safe and acclimated to avoid danger, but they rob us of the power of positive manifestation. By training the mind to pay attention to the positive, we feed our subconscious mind the belief that we can create our destiny and propel ourselves forward. Our minds can be free when we use this key that we've carried on our backs all along. We own the power to change the narrative. Affirmation, I am free. I love that you guys got this card. You guys are free. And that's something that we have to keep reminding ourselves too. And if you ever forget, guys, I always keep these little keys on my necklace. I got some little charms for Michael's. I think it's like a pack of 40 or 50 whatever for like $4. So if you guys ever forget that you guys are holding the key to your own destiny, that you guys are holding the key to any threshold, go get something that you can see every day. Go get yourself a key to put on your necklace. You know, Zoe 101 it. But get yourself something that you can see to let you know, even if you have to make it your screensaver, a picture of a key. You guys, we hold the key. I love this card so much because, like I said, I have dealt with anxiety since I was a kid, and I would hold myself back every time. And definitely when I was dealing with my mind, racing thoughts, I would constantly tell myself, I can't change the way I think. This is the way I am. And that was the identity that I set for myself. And once I start disconnecting from that and saying, oh wait, no, this isn't true. This isn't the way that I am. This is the way that I thought that I am. This is a thought. Disconnecting from the thoughts. And I keep thinking about, as I'm doing this reading too, when I've said this in one of my readings before, but when I was at this meditation retreat, one of the monks had told us, you know, be the mountain, right? And this is the earth element, right? The earth element is this mountain, all right? And we're going to use the clouds as the air element, of course. So the monk had told me to be the mountain, right? This is when we were meditating. You know, the mountain doesn't try to hold on to the clouds, right? If the mountain tries to, I feel like, okay, let me pause and think about how I want to say this better. All right. So, okay, what the monk had told me is be the mountain, right? Let the clouds pass, right? Don't try to run with the clouds, right? Let the clouds pass and you stand still. The clouds, of course, are our mind, our thoughts, and allow our thoughts to just be the clouds, you know? When they come by, be like, oh, there's a cloud. Like, oh, there's a thought. All right, acknowledge it, see it, and allow it to go by. But you know, sometimes we try to hold on to those clouds, and we try to keep the clouds on, like keep those clouds with us for so long. And then we're confused in why, you know, why we're holding rain clouds all day. Like why there's a rain cloud over our head all day. It's because we're holding on to it, right? We keep feeding and holding on to those negative thoughts, and it breeds more. The cloud just keeps getting bigger, right? Instead of you letting it pass, you've kept it with you and you keep watering it. And the clouds keep getting bigger and bigger. And now it's a big rain cloud, and it's just holding a lot of rain. And that rain has to pour down at some point. And then we're sitting in our own inner turmoil, and we're like, oh my gosh. Like, I mean, I'm saying this as an example, but this is me, right? This is what I have been through. And when I started to let those clouds pass and just stay still within myself, like we have to separate from those thoughts, because our thoughts are not us, right? We identify with our thoughts so often, but our thoughts are not us. It would literally be like if a mountain, you know, when a cloud passed by, if the mountain was like, I'm that cloud, let me run with it, let me keep up with it. No, the mountain has to stay still. The mountain just lets the clouds pass, right? So, you know, think about, hey, am I holding on to this cloud for too long? Because if so, like, don't be surprised if that cloud just keeps getting bigger with rain, or like you're feeding into it more and more and more, and that's what you're watering with, and now you have a big rain cloud and it has to pour out at some point. So I don't want you guys to think I'm being hard on you, because this is truly I I understand. I understand fully. And I was a person who would every day think this is not something that I can change. This is the way that I am. And it's not true, guys. It's not true. That key is on our backs and it's hard to see it sometimes, but once you realize it's there, that's why I put the keys on the front, because I need to know, hey, I have the key. I got the key. But once you start letting those clouds pass and not identifying with them, that's when you'll start seeing more results, right? You'll start separating the ego from your soul. And I want to show you guys the discernment card, because I'm going to do a painting with this later, and I want to talk about the distortions of the mind. But where is it? But I think that card is so powerful, because oftentimes oh, here it is. So in this card, we have two wolves, right? We have a black wolf and a white wolf. So we'll call one the ego, one the soul. And they're both looking at this flower that's in between them, right? And when I look at this, right, I think about, which one do we want to water that flower? Do we want the soul or the ego to keep watering that flower? And that flower is us, right? What do we want to blossom from us? What thoughts, what actions do we want to blossom? And you got to decide, which one do you want to water that plant? Which one has been watering that plant? And which one do you want to start watering that plant? So I just felt like that was important to say to you guys. But I will, let's say, actually I forgot to look at the bottom of the deck for who does the earth element want you to embody. But you guys got the strength card right here, and then you got the 8 of Wands in reverse. So this could be disturbing news, right? You guys could be in energy where you're like, this is not what I want to be in. This can make you feel stressed. Maybe something was canceled and it's making you feel, and like, I don't know, this could be very insecure energy that you guys have been feeling. But you guys have this healing energy right here. Ground yourself within the earth. Ask your guides to send healing energy towards you. Ask source, ask Mother Gaia, get into earth, or if you guys have a forest area or something, or like something somewhere where you can just ground yourself, ask the earth element to heal you. Or this is what I like to do when I'm in the forest area by my house, or even like when I'm just outside in general. I tell Mother Gaia, please take any energy that I've been holding on to that might be keeping me stagnant, that might be keeping me fearful. I give it to you, Mother Gaia, and I ask for you to transmute this into the love and light for the collective. And in return, I ask that I can please take in some healing energy from you, that I may ground myself within your presence, right? So that's all I got for you guys. I hope this was helpful for you guys in any way. I thank you so much for joining me. I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to spread your love and light. Maybe keep some crystals on you guys, because this is earth element, right? So maybe get some grounding crystals. I like red jasper when I'm feeling unstable. I just felt very light when I said that, so maybe red jasper will be very helpful for you guys in this time. But I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to spread your love and light, and I will see you guys next time. So thank you so much for joining me. Peace. Hello there, my wonderful pile number 2s. So you chose the air element card. Let me show you. This is mind, ideas, and descendant. So let's see. This is also the dragonfly spirit. So let's see what your reading is about today. What messages you have from the air element. As I said, the dragonfly, I immediately thought like a metamorphosis, because I have this other oracle deck, my talisman oracle deck, and it talks about how the dragonfly is on that talisman, and how they're such magical beings because they rise from the depths of like I don't know, they rise from the depths of something. I can't remember what it is, a lake, water, whatever type of water it is, but they rise from the depths of that, and then they're able to fly. So, but also as I'm thinking about water, I think about how like dragonflies, when they touch water, they're like laying a whole bunch of little eggs. So now I'm thinking like you guys are planting a lot of seeds. But let's see what the air element has for you guys. I haven't even shuffled these cards, so give me a second. I'll shuffle these cards and come back, actually. All right, you guys, I'm excited. Let's get into this right away. Like I said, how dragonflies in my talisman oracle deck talk about rising from the depths of water and then later being able to fly. Like them themselves, they are very magical beings. Like I think that card for my talisman oracle is called magical powers. I think that's what it is. But let's get into your oracle reading, or let's get into your tarot reading, because you guys have the shadow work card for your bottom of the deck for your cosmos oracle. So this is about your own depths. Like I was saying, getting into the depths of your own waters. And seeing what rises up, seeing what bubbles to the surface. But with the shadow work card at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing like this is like you finding your pearl, like you going through your own depths and finding that light, finding that pearl, and then getting into the power. I'm getting goosebumps as I said that. This is a very powerful message for you guys. Like this air element was not playing around. So like literally cards are just flying out. But so this is about stepping into your power. Even if it's a vulnerable space for you, it's stepping into that power, finding power and strength within your own vulnerability. And it's because like, oh gosh, I'm getting such goosebumps as I do this message for you guys. You're going to find so much strength in doing so. You guys have the strength card right here and a lion right here on this power card. This is such a beautiful, beautiful spread. I love this, guys. This is about getting in alignment with yourself, getting in alignment with your highest power, within your highest soul power. I see this vulnerability card as coming in alignment and communing with your highest soul, communing with your soul. Communing with your soul is what I want to say. And there's something about the hands right here. So maybe doing Reiki on yourself, like with your solar plexus, would be very helpful for you guys. But oh, I'm also hearing malachite. Malachite will be really well for that self-understanding part, but malachite is also really good for it's a protection stone, but also it's really good for transformations, of course. As I was thinking with the dragonfly, they're very like they're transformational beings. That's their power. And also it's also really good for the solar plexus. And I'm also hearing lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli might be really well for you guys too. But also the third eye, or not third eye. What am I saying? Throat chakra. A crystal that you can put on your throat chakra would be very helpful for you guys too. But this is about the the air element is telling you guys, hey, let's step into our power. This might be a vulnerable space for us, but we're going to find so much strength in doing so. And it's because you're going to be showing up for yourself. It's showing up for your own truth and sitting in it and finding your own power in it. And once you do so, you guys have like, there's a wolf right here howling for the cloud. That's the spirit guide for this. Maybe you guys resonate with the wolf spirit. I don't know. But once you find that power, like how like the wolf, don't shut up about it. Like be loud about it. Live in your own authenticity, because you're going to, like, once you're in this alignment, it's about expressing yourself. So for some of you guys might already be in alignment but are afraid to show up in that way for yourself. But the air element is saying, show up. You guys have this financial security card, and when this came out, I heard you're going to be compensated greatly. Just do it. So, and then you guys have a lot of cards here just talking about stepping into your power. You guys have this passion card. There's something that is calling you. There is something that is calling you guys. You guys just got to answer the call. And then there's a confidence card here again too. So this is about finding your confidence and finding your power. This is such an amazing spread. And you guys have this Eight of Cups right here. And you have two Eight of Cups cards. So right here I asked the air element, who do they want you to want you to embody for right now? And you guys got the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Three of, what is this? No, the Three of Swords, the Three of Coins in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. So the Three of Swords and the the three, sorry, I'm speaking so fast. The three, this is that air element that's popping in. I already speak fast, but like the air element right now is just making me go even quicker. But so the Three of Swords and the Three of Coins in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So three itself talks about growth, right? But I'm feeling that there's a little bit of stagnancy here right now, because you guys might not be feeling fulfilled in your career right now. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Like, this is the energy. Like, you guys might not be feeling fulfilled in your career right now. There's something that's not feeling, that you feel like is doing more harm than good. And the air element is saying, I think it's time. It's time for you to walk away. It's time for you to step in alignment and leave something in the past that is no longer working for you. That's causing something that is causing more harm than good. Leave it in the past, and let's take a journey towards our higher self. Let's take a journey towards our truest calling right now. This Eight of Cups is, separating yourself kind of from that physical and following your path, following your own light, following your own truth, and being in alignment. Again, with this communication card, it's being in alignment with yourself, following your own truth, following your own sense of integrity. Yeah, I'm just like, following your own truth is what I'm really feeling. But you guys, for your Tarot of the Divine deck, for your tarot cards, you guys have the World card in reverse. So it feels like you guys aren't really ready to let this go yet. There could be an attachment, right? Definitely, if this is like career, this could be, this is providing me a lot of money. I'm getting health insurance and everything from this, but my heart is pulling me somewhere else, because again, you guys have this Eight of Cups. Like, you guys might want to leave your job right now, right? And maybe you're not feeling safe to do so. Now, am I saying, hey, go quit your job today? No. You guys are responsible, of course, for your own life, but this is the energy that I'm getting right now. So do with it what you may. But this is just energy of feeling like you're not satisfied. But your message from the air element, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry, my sister was calling me. We're supposed to go out and get food, but back to what I was saying. So your message from the air element, let's get back into that. Where was I leaving off? I think I was about to start with this 10 of Cups. So, guys, I have no right to tell you guys what to do, right? This is truly what you guys want to do. But let me give you a scenario. Let's play into the what ifs, right? So the air element gives you the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Coins, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is saying fulfillment. This is emotional, spiritual, mental fulfillment right here. Also growth. So if this, maybe you guys with this Passion card right here, there's something that's calling you. Maybe you feel like, hey, I don't know why in my head I want to open up a bank. I don't know, that's just what came to mind. But there's something that you want to grow in. There's something that's calling you right now. And I'm hearing, if you follow it, you're going to be greatly rewarded. You guys have this Wheel of Fortune card, which is saying times are going to turn, right? What is feeling like crap right now is going to be, happy-go-lucky. So, and also with this financial security card, I'm just hearing like, I was on a walk today in the forest, and I kept, thinking to myself, the universe always supports the brave. Like, the universe is willing to support someone who is willing to step into alignment with themselves and step into alignment with their truest self, with their authenticity. But this is going to require your own strength. And the thing is, like, this isn't strength you're going to have to look for outside of you. This is strength that's within you. You guys have the Power card, the Strength card, and the Confidence card. This is something that's within. This Shadow Work card is saying you have this within you. Reach into your depths and pull it out, Like, I'm feeling right now like an iceberg melting right now. Like an iceberg thawing out. And oh my gosh, I don't know if any of you guys watch Avatar, but like this is like reminding me like when he was melting from the not melting from the iceberg, but like when he was in the iceberg and he just like popped out and everything. Like that's what I'm seeing. It's just like it's this thawing out. But it's going to require your confidence and strength. Because this is hard. This is very, very hard. And I understand this fully. And not saying that right away you're going to feel the benefits and get the benefits from all this. This is of course going to take some work, you know. But this Eight of Cups is saying like something needs to be left behind, you know, leaving something, like in this story in general. Is this Moses? I can't remember. Let me look. Not Moses. Is it Moses? Who is it supposed to be? Let's see. Who is it? Oh, I was right. It is Moses. Okay, so Moses leaving his, you know, life of luxury behind to pursue his spiritual pursuits. So, and to find his higher calling in doing so. But okay, so we also have the cut ties here. And so there's something that needs to be let go of. There's something that needs to be left behind right now. And then this resilience card, it's in reverse. This oracle card came out in reverse, and I'm just feeling like, give me a second. My sister's calling me. Gosh. Okay. So guys, sorry, I went to go eat with my sister. It was good. Okay. Back to your reading. I'm sure I left off. I think I left off talking about our talisman deck. I think I was talking about this resilience card. So we had the cut ties in reverse and the resilience card cut in reverse, or in reverse too. So this is making me feel like you guys aren't ready to start this new beginning yet. But at the bottom of your deck still, you have this passion card. Let me read this passion card to you guys. Now I'm feeling called to read it. I wasn't really thinking about it earlier, but let's get into it. Oh, right here. I hope I wasn't talking about something else and I came back and now I'm on a whole new, you know, part, but let's do this. All right. Allow your passion to rise up. Sometimes we try to suppress our desires to fit the social expectations and norms, but we can use this powerful force to thrive in a personal or professional matter. Our passion for life is immense because it comes from a place of love. This feeling is the ultimate and most powerful energy. As I'm reading this card, some of you guys might be feeling like you're not getting the credit that you deserve. If this is like a work situation, you guys might not be feeling like you're getting the credit that you deserve for the work that you're putting in. But let's keep going. This feeling is the ultimate and most powerful energy that we can emit. Be passionate about what you do and believe. Do not carry out decisions based on fear, worry, guilt, or shame. That state of mind can only bring the same type of negative feelings back to you. Choose the best version of yourself and project that passion out into the universe. The affirmation is love is powerful. And this card is used to strengthen your beliefs and elevate your thought frequency and project your passion. Yeah, I think that's such an amazing card. I like that they use deer too for this because, I don't know, I feel like I have a special relationship with deer. Like when I don't know, with ancestrally, I feel like I have a special relationship with deer. But cutting ties and resilience. This is making me feel like you guys are not feeling within your power with this resilience card in reverse. But like I was saying earlier with this shadow word card here, you guys have the power card, the strength card, and the confidence card. This is all within you, but like I was saying with that dragonfly, it needs to rise up to the top. Like I feel like, you know, these emotions probably are already kind of stirring in you guys. If you guys are feeling this way, like if you've been feeling irritated and yeah, I'm feeling like if you've been feeling irritated lately, like this might be like, or you feel like you've been feeling a lot more triggered lately, it might be because you're ready to move on for something, but you're keeping yourself in that stagnant place and your energy is like, let's move forward. But your physical body is like, no, let's stay where we're safe, you know? And I think, I was talking about this with pile number 1 too, But I think this is where it's such an important part to recognize the ego versus the soul, right? The ego screams, right? It makes you, you know, makes you feel anxious. It makes you feel angry. I mean, it can also make you feel other things too, but this is what, this is that shadow side that I'm talking about. And the soul whispers. So sometimes we kind of ignore the soul because our ego's screaming so loud. But this communication card and vulnerability card and the power card, this is stepping within your soul. This is stepping within your own power, that is your soul. Like with this vulnerability card, this is the communion between your soul, like your soul and your physical body. What was I was saying something. Oh, like it's important to, this is like an important time to recognize the ego. I was saying this to pile number one, that I have been in a place right now where I'm making a lot of career moves right now. And with this career move that I've been making, this has been costing me a lot of money to invest in this career move. And it's something that I really want, right? This is something that I feel passionate about. This is something that I've always wanted. And I finally had enough money to invest what I wanted to invest into this. And, I was making, pieces, small investments, not small investments because they weren't really that small, but, but like, I don't know. I was breaking them into increments, my investments. Like I wasn't doing it all at once. And as I was breaking these, I'm actually really grateful that I broke these into increments because this helped me identify my ego so much, because now I feel like I have a better understanding of my ego versus my soul and which one is talking to me. Because in these moments where I was, having to spend a lot of money and invest on something that was, within my soul's passion, passion, within my soul's passion, I was getting really anxious because, my ego was like, I don't feel safe. We're spending a lot of money and we're not seeing anything in return yet. We keep watering a seed, but I'm not seeing a tree yet. And that itself, when I was making these investments, there was a lot of points where I was like, I want to quit. Like, I've spent so much money, I'm not seeing anything return yet. I'm feeling scared. And when in those moments where I was just feeling so scared, so frightened, and I was like, I need to stop. And I was in a state of panic. I had to sit with myself and I was like, what is this right now? Because Kaya, you want this, right? This is something that you want. This is something that you truly desire. This is something that is within your soul's purpose, your soul's passion. I know, oh, my ear's ringing right now as I said that. This is something that I wanted, but my ego was trying to keep me safe. Now, is my ego bad in this? No, my ego was just trying to keep me safe. It was trying to, my root chakra was feeling a little shaken was feeling a little shook for a second, because I'm spending a lot more money and not seeing anything in return yet. And in those moments, like I was saying, I had to sit down and listen to my thoughts and figure out where these thoughts are coming from. Okay, I hear where they're coming from. Okay, what are they telling me to do? Okay, it was telling me to stop. It was telling me we've made too many steps and I want to pause. I'm scared. I want to run away. And that wouldn't have helped me. That would have limited me, essentially, instead of being able to move forward. And sometimes we have to make those scary moves. Like, we have to walk away from what is to find something new. And that's what I'm feeling within this group. I feel like this might be the message within all the groups, because I've been wanting to do a YouTube video about the distortions of the mind and separating yourself from them. So this is reminding me that I got to make that video now, because I feel like all the groups are going to kind of touch on this. But when you're in fear, ask yourself and sit with yourself and listen to see where that fear is coming from. Is this the fear of the ego? If this is either way, if this is the fear of the soul or ego, I feel like either way it's gonna be the ego, because the ego's gonna I don't know why I said soul, but I feel like you're gonna hear it. When you hear it, it's going to be, it's not gonna be your intuition, is what I mean, because intuition whispers, the ego screams, right? It wants to get your attention, shake you up a little bit, shake up the foundation. But listening to see, okay, that was the ego talking. My ego is scared. And what you're going to find most of the time is that scared little kid in there. When I was making my last big investment, and I was like, I was sitting on my floor and I was like, trying to listen to myself. I'm like, I am so scared right now. My body does not feel safe. I'm making so many investments right now, even though this is something that I planned for. This is something that I wanted. I asked source for this abundance so I can make these investments. And then when I got the opportunity to make these investments, I was feeling afraid. But, you know, I'm grateful that I was able to push through. But I feel like I'm kind of rambling now. So let me get to the point. Listening to see if this is your ego or not, or your intuition. And once you get to that point, like if this is your ego talking to you and this is your ego that's afraid, listen to it, see where that concern is, soothe your ego. Because I feel like if you don't soothe your ego and you just try to ignore it, that fear is going to keep popping up. So identify, this is that shadow work card, I feel like, for you guys. And at the bottom of this, shadow work card, it is soul retrieval. So listening, I feel like still listening to that ego and soothing that ego, making your ego feel heard, but you don't have to act on the ego to make it feel heard. You know, a lot of that time, even though I'm looking at this now, this is like communion between the ego and the soul. Because I'm going back to myself for a second because I feel like this is going to be helpful for you guys. But when I was listening to myself, when I was listening to my ego, I was like, just give it to me, spill it out. Let me hear it. What are your concerns right now? I understand you're feeling fearful. And a lot of times I feel like that was my inner child in there feeling like saying, oh, I'm scared. This doesn't feel safe, you know? And then I had to sit down and I had to chat with my soul too. And I had to ask my soul, hey, is this right for us? Is this actually safe for us? I was like, and I literally told my soul, I was like, let me hear you. Let me know. And my soul let me know. My soul really let me know. This is the right choice. We need to move forward. So I want, like, hopefully this is your confirmation for you guys to find that confidence. You guys have the grounding card in reverse. I don't know if you guys can see that pretty well. But with the air element, you know, air element can be very quick-minded, you know, and that can bring a lot of fear, a lot of doubts. And with this 3 of Swords card right here, this is reminding me of, you know, what that air energy can bring sometimes, because air energy can bring a lot of good ideas. Like this is, you know, on this air energy card, it says mind, ideas, and descendant. So it can bring a lot of good ideas, but you also have to detach from that descendant so you can move towards your ascendant, moving towards, you know, your soul's purpose, moving towards that north node and detaching yourself from that, and, you know, letting go of that south node so you can move forward. So with this grounding card in reverse, this is telling me like the air element might be having a lot of control over your mind right now. There can be a lot of fear and doubt. So find your strength into it. Listen to those doubts, listen to those fears, write them down, and then see which of those are actually true. You know, which of them need your attention right now, and see if you can find the limiting belief in those. And once you find those limiting beliefs in those, I feel like use that for your stepping stone. Like, hey, I see this limiting belief, but my strength is more than this. Like, I don't really know if that's gonna make sense to you guys. But also back to the shadow work card, like the integration part, I feel like is very important. Like, I feel like dismissing the ego, even detaching from your ego, I don't even feel like that's important. I feel like being able to befriend and hear your ego is very, very important. I feel like ego and souls should be able to commune together, right? They should be able to, you know, be seen together, because we are on this earthly plane, and that ego is what, you know, makes us a part of this earthly plane. So I feel like fighting with the ego, you know, won't do too much work. I think that's just going to cause a lot of strife and, you know, emotional exhaustion within yourself. But like, I don't know, I feel like I'm at a point where I can befriend my ego. Like when my ego shows up with problems or when it's in a situation where it's feeling triggered, like that's when I'm taking that time to be that friend to my ego and sit down with it and, you know, tell yourself what you would tell a friend. That's a lot of times what we need to do for ourselves, is to tell ourselves what we would tell a friend, what you would tell your sister, or, you know, someone that was feeling down on themselves. You would tell them, no, dude, you got this, right? Use You are so powerful. You are so strong. That's what we would tell them. Tell that to yourself. So back to this grounding card, because I feel like I keep drifting off. Maybe I need to get grounded. But when you are feeling those doubts, feeling that anxiety, sit with yourself. Tell your guides, give me a sign. Tell me the truth. Like, you know, sit with your body and tell your body to tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear right now. And watch what comes up. And if the ego comes up, don't try to make it hide away. I feel like that's not helpful. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe that is helpful for you guys. I don't know. I'm just, for what's helpful for me, I feel like in my grounding phase, when I was, you know, trying to identify my ego versus my soul, just sitting and grounding and then listening to what comes to the surface without any judgments of my thoughts. And what comes up will truly amaze you, I feel like. Because another quick story, because I just feel like this is going to be helpful, so I hope you guys don't mind. But when I was having my little dispute with my ego, and I was trying to figure out, I was like, I don't know if this is the right move. I can't decide. Like, I don't know if this is my ego or my soul talking. And when I sat down, I listened to my ego, because like I was saying, I've been making investments on this project that I've been working on. And you know, these investments are me just watering this seed that I planted. And also it's making use of what I asked Source for. Like, I asked Source for this money to plant these seeds and to water these seeds. And it was my job to show up, you know, with this vulnerability card, show up and do what I asked for, or show up and do what I wanted, because, you know, Source already provided. And when I was sitting listening to my ego talk, I was just listening to my ego talk without any judgments. And I heard my ego say, oh my gosh, I literally sat there in disbelief for a second. I was like, whoa. I heard my ego was like, how dare you spend all that money? How dare you make me not feel safe? And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was like, okay, so that's not my soul. Like, that's not the soul. That's not my light speaking. That's me. That's my fear speaking. That's, you know, I just smelled lemons. That's so weird. Why did I smell lemons out of nowhere? Oh, lemons have to do with purification. Purifying yourself from ego. Okay, that's it. So, okay. I'm sorry, that was probably really random for you guys, but that just came up, so I had to say it. But, yeah, when I was listening to my ego, that's when I was able to identify, oh, that wasn't the soul. That's not my soul trying to tell me, hey, we need to pause. That's not my intuition telling me, hey, we need to pause. That's my ego trying to keep me safe, which isn't wrong. But me staying safe in this position won't get me to where I need to go, won't get me to where I want to be. So taking time and to identify, hey, who is speaking to me right now? You know, is this my intuition? And notice the feelings that you get in your body when you hear this. You know, most of the time the ego is going to come with anxiety, right? Or not most of the time. I'm saying sometimes the ego shows up as anxiety. Sometimes it'll show up as anger. Sometimes it'll show up as something else. But listening to see where it comes from, because the ego and the intuition presents itself so different. Let me get one more card for you guys, actually, because I feel like it's going to be helpful. Let me shuffle this off camera, because sometimes my camera starts to act weird when I start shuffling. All right. Okay, I'm back. So I asked the air element, who do you guys need to embody right now? The funny thing is, when I took this shadow work card off of the bottom of the deck, this completion card showed, and my ear rang as I looked at it, and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to say something about it. But I was like, now let me just keep shuffling, or let me just start shuffling. So this is completion, looking forward, guys. Look at this card. Looking forward, having tunnel vision on what you want, and all the obstacles in between have nothing on you guys, all right? Moving forward. This is about stepping within your power. Looking onward, write a list of what you guys want. This reminds me of the Horizon card, intention, potential, and foresight. Using your foresight, or using like what you want, or how do I say this? Do some scripting is what I want to say. Do a scripting method of what you want and move towards it. And then when something comes up that's not aligned with that, then you'll know, hey, that's not going to help me right now. But I asked the Cosmos Oracle deck, or I asked the air element from our Cosmos Oracle deck, who does the air element want you to embody right now? And you guys got the expansion card. Let me hold it from back here because I have to cover up her hoo-ha's and cooter. So you guys have the expansion card, okay? There's birds on this card right now, so I'm feeling like that could be a sign for some of you guys. But this is about blossoming in your outer world. This is about doing, showing up for yourself again is going to be very important for this group. Blossom. Do not hold yourself tight right now. Like, this is like, we're entering spring. This is about opening up to your desires. This is about the seeds that you have been planting, or the desires that have been, yes, your desires that have been thawing out from winter time. Letting them be seen by the light. Letting the warmth of the sun melt this iceberg of your desires and let it be shown. Blossoming is what's really sticking out with me in this card. You guys are coming out of like this, the air element is telling you it's time to come out of this cave in the back. You guys have been in that contraction period, and now it's time to expand. Show up for yourself, all right? This is fire element. This is heavy fire element energy. You guys have Jupiter in the back, and Jupiter is about good luck. So I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. We are entering spring, guys, so it's time to thaw out. It is time to integrate, you know, with this shadow work card, integrate the lessons that we've learned from the winter time and that hermit phase that we've had, and expand. This is, you know, the perfect time to do so. This is the season of blossoming. So I hope you guys are able to use this to your highest of goods. I wish you guys the absolute best on whatever this is. I wish you guys courage and passion and confidence and power and vitality in all that you guys want to do. Step into alignment, guys, and when you do so, express yourself fully. Nurture your ideas right now. Nurture your mind right now. Listen to your mind. Ground your thoughts right now, and leave what is no longer serving you. Let it, I don't know, I will always say that the universe always favors the brave. So favor someone that it's hard to live within alignment, because that means you are showing up for yourself and you're just living your truth, and your truth might not be aligned with other people's truth. So, and that itself takes a lot of strength to do. But like I was saying, the wheel of fortune is within your favor. Growth is within your favor with this 3 of coins. Growth on the physical plane is within your favor. Also, fulfillment within the mental, physical, or mental and emotional plane, spiritual plane is in your favor too, if you decide to show up for yourself. So I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to spread your love and light with others, and ground yourself. Do a scripting method so you guys can see what you guys really want, and then see how to move forward with it. And when you do the scripting method, don't hold back. Tell the universe exactly what you want, and when you get those, sometimes you can get limiting beliefs when you're scripting, right? And be like, oh, well, I don't know if I can. No. We're not doing that. This is your world. Imagine if you're daydreaming, right? Daydreaming might be important for you guys. My ear just rang as I said that. The daydreaming might be very, very helpful for you guys, so you guys can understand, get in alignment with what you guys really want. Maybe seeing it will be helpful for you guys. For some of you guys, writing it might be more helpful. But when those doubts start to come up, ground yourself, sit down in it, ask your guides for guidance, ask your soul for guidance. And when your ego wants to present itself, listen to it. Now, you don't have to follow what your ego says every time, but acknowledging your ego, because it's a scared child behind all of that. So acknowledging that ego will be very helpful for you guys too. But again, I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to spread your love and light. Thank you so much for sitting down and watching this video. I might see you guys in another pile. Maybe pile 1 will be very helpful for you guys. I did pile number 1 a couple days ago, so I can't remember. But pile number 1 I feel like might be helpful for you guys for some extra ideas, or extra messages, because they're the opposite of the air element. So maybe looking for some grounding opportunities in them might be helpful. But if not, I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Peace. Alrighty, guys. This is my, what, 5th attempt trying to give this reading. Let's see how it goes this time. Alrighty. Back at it. Let's see. Okay, so this student card. When I saw it, I immediately thought, like, are you ready to learn from your lessons or heal from your lessons of the past so you can change the course, so you can flip, so you can flip this course right now, from what is now, so you can see brighter days. And of course we have the Lovers card right here at the bottom. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, let me count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys have 6 major arcana cards. This is truly about your foundation. Like, the fire element wants to talk about your foundation right now. And if your foundation is really serving you. Also, what is your foundation being built off of right now? And if that's working for you guys. So, I feel like writing a list of everything that you feel like is going well right now. Or everything you feel like is going good right now, and everything you feel like needs some improvement right now, and then see what efforts can be made towards that, or see what you can do about those things right now, and what you can do with those things right now. Do them, whatever, and make sure, like, when you're looking at the things that you can't do right now, make sure they're not based off of limiting beliefs. Like, if it's like, oh well, I can't start, I don't know, I can't start lessons on this because of whatever reason, but the real reason is because you're afraid of how people are going to perceive you if you start lessons on this, then that's not really something that you can't do right now because you actually can't. That's something that you can't do right now because it's based off of a limiting belief. So I feel like being mindful and really identifying your limiting beliefs that you have right now. I feel like every group right now, I said, is so far based off of distortions of the mind, which is something that I've been working on too. So I'm glad that we get to do this reading with each other. But I feel like since you guys have this Mother card in reverse at the bottom of your deck, the Mother card is that Cancer energy. That's why I said Cancer earlier when I was thinking about the Chariot card. But this Cancer energy has to do with our sense of home, intimacy, and our sensitivity levels. You guys might be in a place or might be feeling like your inner world is feeling very sensitive right now. Your sense of home is feeling very sensitive right now, or it's feeling threatened right now. So, and then also you guys have this 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck for tarot, which is saying that this Mother card, your inner home is needing recouping right now. It's needing to be recovered. It's this recovery that's needed right now. So, if you guys have been feeling stagnant right now, it's time to take care of your energy. It's time to take care of your inner home right now. Provide that nourishment that it needs for you to be able to move forward, right? And for you to feel comfortable with moving forward. The Mother card talks about Cancer energy, and also talks about the mother has to take care of herself before the mother can take care of her kids too. Like, the mother has to make sure she's well nourished and, at a good optimal level for herself so she can be able to pour into other people later too. So I feel like, and also you guys have this Contraction card right here too. This is about mending that inner world. So I feel like that's very important for this reading, is your sense of home right now. And also you guys have this Earth card, Earth element card, which is about the body, which is about belonging. So your inner sense of home, I feel like, is what is needing your energy right now. Yeah, look at your ascendant sign right now. See what makes your ascendant sign feel soothed. Yeah, see what sign your ascendant sign rules, like, or what body part your ascendant sign rules. Like, if you're a Cancer, that means, like, I'm a Cancer rising, and that Cancers rule the chest. If you're a Pisces rule the feet. So doing self-care exercises again towards your moon sign, and also see how you can support your rising sign. So because isn't the rising sign is the mask that we put up, right? Is that the one? Is that the rising sign? I'm not too into astrology where I know everything like that, but I feel like I think it's the rising sign that has to do with the mask that we put on for everybody else. So I don't know, looking into your ascendant sign, but let's get back into this. So this student card. I feel like you're being asked to be more adaptable, more flexible, but also be curious about a new way of being that could that you could provide for yourself. You guys have to. Yeah, my ear just rang as I said that. Okay, so the structure card. I feel like some of you guys just said curiosity killed the cat, but curiosity helps you grow. All right. Okay, I'll get to the structure card later, actually. But the fire element card is talking to you about healing this foundation that you guys have. You guys have 6 major arcana cards within your spread. This is about your foundation right now. The fire element is talking to you about your foundation. That's crazy. So these are pivotal life changes that you guys can be making right now. This fire element is encourage you to start making these pivotal life changes. Gosh, I do want to start with the structure card because I feel like this is going to be very important for you guys. You know, this is talking about the foundation itself. And you're being asked to build a foundation that is releasing you guys from fear, releasing yourself from limiting beliefs, releasing yourself from anxiety, releasing yourself from the obsession of the mind. Like they say, the mind is the mind is an amazing server, but a terrible master. Using the mind in ways that will help you grow. But I'm not saying that fear and anxiety can't help you grow, because these are triggers that do help us grow, right? If you're willing to look into them, if you're willing to, with this mindfulness card, to look at them and look behind the illusion of the mind with this moon card. Looking behind the illusion of the mind. I feel like everything is going back towards your inner world right now and your structure. This is, mending this inner world of yours right now, getting in touch with your body, getting grounded with your body, seeing what makes you feel good, seeing what doesn't make you feel good. And then you know where to put your energy. Because every time I look at this, this fire card, I'm thinking energy flows where energy goes, right? So if you're feeding yourself, you guys have this 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords here. And then you guys also have a lot of swords here for your energy right now. So you guys are very mind action oriented right now, if that makes any sense. But there's a lot going on in your mind right now, is what I'm feeling from this group. There's a lot of energy going into your mind right now. But think about, okay, so the mind is that air element, right? The mind, our thoughts are our air element. And this is the fire element that we have right here that's talking. So the fire element is telling you that, let's think about the fact that the air element strengthens the fire element, right? So the fire element is energy, the air element is our thoughts, the mind. If we're feeding this energy, right? If we're feeding this anxiety over and over to our energy, the energy is going to keep growing. And now we're at this 9 of Swords and we're at this 8 of Swords energy. We've trapped ourselves within our own minds and we are feeding ourselves constantly our own fears. And it's just this negative feedback loop, right? Rather than if we bring some mindfulness to those aversions, right? If we bring some mindfulness to those anxieties and get to the root of them, see what's at the root of them, at the root of this thought, actually. Like, when I was trying to give this reading in the beginning, I was saying that earlier I went to the gas station, and this month I've been investing a lot in this new project of mine. And it's cost a lot of it's cost a lot of money, guys. And I I'm at the gas station. I'm just looking at the gas prices. I'm like, oh my gosh, gas prices are so high. And I was like, ugh, I really, I started feeling anxious about the fact that I was going to have to, like, for how much money I was going to even have to put into my gas tank after I've spent so much money this month on investments. And I was just getting so anxious. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I need money for this later on? And what if I need money for this and that? And I had to I had to really ground myself. I had to come back to the now and be like, okay, Kaya, let's think for a second. Let's put some positive thoughts in here. If we're gonna be thinking a lot, let's at least throw some positivity in there, or let's at least throw some logic in there, right? The mind is logic. Let's at least make use of that. And I have to sit with myself and be like, okay, how many of these fears are present right now in our now, and that we can actually handle and or deal with? And when I came down to it, the answers were none. None of them were present. None of those anxieties that I had were were being presented to me in the now. And since none of them were being presented to me in the now, I had to tell myself, okay, Kaya, well, if those anxieties actually, manifest into this life later on down the future, then we'll deal with it then, because I can't deal with something that's not presented to me right now, right? That's not logical. So there's no point in me to keep feeding onto this, because it's not something that is here right now. It's not something I have to even acknowledge right now, right? So I think taking that second to be patient with yourself, and, if you can find that moment to sit down with yourself and reconstruct your thoughts, think about where these thoughts are actually coming from, and seeing, what logic is really behind any of those thoughts, and then moving forward, right? I'm not saying to invalidate yourself, because I think you should invalidate yourself. I was very valid for feeling anxious earlier. That was very valid of me, and I made sure to validate myself, and I made sure to comfort that inner child of mine and say, hey, I understand that you're feeling scared right now. I understand that you feel like, or that I feel like my root chakra is being shook up a little bit, but we are safe, right? And I had to, I'm in a point in my life right now where I'm trying to detach from the idea that money is safety for me, because 1717 on the clock, as I said that. But yeah, detaching from the idea that money is what's safe to me, because I, like, even then when I was when I was trying to reassure myself, after I validated myself, I had to sit with myself and tell myself, Kaya, money isn't what makes us safe, right? Money is a tool, right? We use money as a tool, and it has nothing to do about how safe I truly am. And because I had to literally think to myself, like, I understand that you think that money is what makes you safe, but that is an illusion of the mind. Really, for me, is that money is what makes me feel safe, because someone can give me $1,000, but how safe is that really for me? Because someone could, like, attack me later on, and that money didn't save me, right? So I had to tell myself, at my foundation level, do I feel safe, right? Is anyone trying to come at me and hurt me right now? Answer is no. Okay, cool. Right? And then, am I in danger right now? Okay, no. All right, cool. Like, so slowing down, I feel like, is a very huge part of it. But I hope that little story was helpful for you guys in any way. But I have been taking a lot of time to sit and be still with myself when I have been feeling those anxious thoughts, because a lot of the time it's just that ego. Like, we're going to take a break for your reading for a second, because I want to talk. But if you guys want to skip to later on when I'm not talking about this, then feel free to. But I've been telling pile number 1 and pile number 2 this, because when it comes to distortions of the mind, realize that it's the ego behind it most of the time, right? The ego, it doesn't feel safe, right? Or the ego is trying to bring us back into safety, but what is bringing us back into safety might not really be a safe level for us. Like, the ego might be trying to bring us back to a safe foundation that we have already built for ourselves, when we might be trying to go to this new foundation, right? Like I was saying, that I've been making a lot of investments, so I've been trying to build a new foundation over here, and it's requiring me to leave behind this foundation that I built for myself in the past, and that itself is very scary, right? So I've been acknowledging that, fear that I've been feeling. but I've been acknowledging the fact that I can't limit myself anymore to that fear and to this old foundation, because it's not helping me grow into the foundation that I need to grow on, the foundation that I'm building right now. This one has, has its cracks in it, right? um, and it's time for me to build this new foundation. But those limiting beliefs can keep us in this old foundation, even if it's a foundation that is cracked up and is about to fall down. And it's because the foundation feels so comfortable here, right? But with this group in particular, the synchronicities of 3 are crazy, right? You have 3s for each synchronicity, or for each oracle card. 3 cards came out. You have 33 right here too. You have the 3 of coins right here. There's just a lot of synchronicities of 3 that are coming out, I feel like, for this group. And this is growth. The fire element wants you to grow, but it wants you to be conscious of what you are fueling this growth, or what is fueling this growth, right? What is fueling your fire right now? What is fueling your inner power right now? Are you diminishing your power right now from limiting beliefs and trying to keep yourself right here? Or are you growing that power right now? Are you feeling on to that power? Are you fueling that power right now? So, and it's funny, you guys have, oh gosh, oh wait, sorry, this one isn't the descendant card, but I was thinking that, like, since this is about the ascendant card, this is moving on to that north node. This is moving on, moving away from the descendant, moving away from that south node, and finding power within the ascendant, finding power within the person that you want to be within this lifetime. So there's my little rant. All right, let's get back into what I was saying. I think we were talking about the structure card. So building a new structure that's based off of freedom, based off of the freedom of the mind, right? And allow yourself, and that, okay, so once you're freeing yourself from the mind, right? When you make that your new foundation, freedom from the mind, you're going to feel comfortable to allow in this new experience with this Ace of Coins. This is a new opportunity for growth on the material plane, on the physical plane. There's new growth right here that wants to be bred, right? That wants to grow, but it won't be able to if you're feeding off of limiting beliefs right now. That's going to hinder your growth right now, is what I'm hearing. So setting a new foundation for yourself, and it's going to take, commitment to this new routine that you're building, right? It's going to take time. So don't beat yourself up for the first day when you're like, damn it, I'm back into these negative thoughts, beliefs. No, it's okay. Now you have awareness, right? Be grateful that you have the awareness, and then go from there. And then once you gain that awareness, take that time within that awareness to, 1, be grateful for yourself for having the awareness, but 2, see what is at the root of it. I feel like writing your limiting beliefs down right now, writing your anxieties down right now. What makes you feel anxious? Okay, and then how much of that anxiousness is true? What logic are you feeling behind this? What is actually being presented to you right now that can be handled? And if this is something that you're thinking, like they say, right, that depression is living in your past, like is being in the energy of your past, and anxiety is being in the energy of your future. What can happen? What if this does happen? But stay in instead of what is or what can happen, what if this does happen. Stay in the what is happening. Stay in my now, because this now is what's going to build this future. So building this foundation now is going to help build a bright future for you guys. With this Ace of Coins, like, there's something new that wants to materialize here, that you have the power to materialize here, but you need to find this inner strength. You need to find this inner strength. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm kind of moving backwards right now, actually, but let's do this. So you guys have the perspective card here: clarity, mindset, and logic. And the perspective card is the air element, is an air element card. And you see she's like, the clouds are parting, right? So you guys have this 9 of Cups right here, and this 9 of Cups this 9 of Cups is in reverse, actually. So the 9 of Cups, when it's not in reverse, can deal with you feeling emotionally fulfilled, right? Feeling pleasure in this moment. But it's in reverse. So I'm being told to tell you guys. Again, oh, this is what I wanted to say earlier about writing a list too about what's making you feel fulfilled right now, and what areas of your life are you not feeling fulfilled right now, and then decide, is this like something that still needs your energy, or is this something that can be tweaked, right? Um, but bringing harmony into your own life right now, figuring out a routine that will make you feel fulfilled, um, figuring out I'm just hearing figuring out a new way of being that can help bring you guys into this harmony. You guys have two cards talking about harmony: the moderate or the temperance card and the justice card. And this could be about moderation too. Like you guys might be feeding so much into your thoughts right now, but not feeding into the logical parts of your thoughts. Like this could just be feeding into the fear-based thoughts instead of feeding into the logical-based thoughts of, hey, is this actually logical? Is this something that will actually or can actually manifest, or yeah, something like that. But also being mindful of your thoughts too, because like I said earlier, like energy grows where energy flows, right? And if we keep feeding onto these negative thoughts, it's just going to be like that's what's going to keep growing. Now, I'm not saying that that's just so easy to do, like, oh, like once you tell yourself to stop thinking about bad thoughts, you're going to stop thinking about bad thoughts. No. But I think the way you come at your thoughts is very important. When these thoughts come up, taking the time to really sit with them and see what's behind that thought. Like, what is at the root of that thought? I just feel like it's so important. But because then, like, when that thought presents itself later on, now you're understanding it from something different, right? This isn't like you're not really feeling, you're not like, even like with my money situation earlier, like, was I really feeling fearful of money? No, I was feeling fearful about my sense of safety. So, and then I'm able to come at things differently now, where I'm saying, like, I'm not being fearful of money anymore. Like, now I've detached from that, like, or I'm trying to detach from that. I'm not saying I'm fully detached, but my fear wasn't really about money. My fear was about my own sense of safety within myself, right? So that allows me to come at if that thought tries to presents itself again to me in the future, I'm able to come at that thought differently now, and I'm able to manage it differently now. Yeah, so I don't know, bringing moderation into your thoughts, like, in what ways are you able to, I don't know, in what ways are you able to balance your thoughts? Like, this could be journaling, right? Getting all these thoughts out, letting all these anxieties be written on paper might be very helpful for you guys. Oh my gosh, yes, I want to tell you guys this. I saw this idea on Pinterest and I thought it was brilliant. It's called a God's box. I think it's called a God's box, yeah. But like, you have like, you don't know, you can, if it's an old shoebox or something, write it right on top of God's box, and put all of your worries and anxieties in there. And then give, like, you can do this as like a little ritual if you want. But at the end, tell God, or whatever you want to say, God, source, universe, whatever you like to identify with. Tell the universe, I'm giving you all these worries. Oh no, it's not called a God's box. It's called a worry box. God's box, worry box, whatever it's called. You can call it what you want, but write all your worries, write all your anxieties, and then put them in the box, put a lid on it, and then tell the universe, I am giving you all my worries. All right, take care of these for me, please. I trust that you will do with them what you need to do with them. I give you my worries. But maybe that's what you guys need to, like, make you feel like, these anxieties are being released from you. Even doing like even for some of you guys, like, I know we're talking about the fire element here, but sometimes water can or like fire, I know in this card it says fire weakens the water element, but I don't know, I feel like the water element can weaken the fire element too. Maybe that's just because I'm a water sign, I'm just trying to talk my stuff, but like, the water element can weaken the fire element too. So if you feel like you're having this huge impulse of like, the energy that you're feeling is just a lot of anxiety, sit in a bath, sit in a salt bath, and allow yourself to be purified from that salt bath, and set intentions before your salt bath, and say that your intention is to purify yourself from all the anxieties and all the fears and all the limiting beliefs that you have. Give it to the water element to purify you. So yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so now to this earth element. This is about body belongings in midheaven. So for some of you guys, this might be career too, right? Since we are talking about the fire element and the earth element right here. Maybe you guys are feeling, okay, some of you guys might be feeling that you're not really sure on how to handle, does this work for some of you guys? Maybe you guys aren't feeling you know how to handle a career choice, or I don't know, something's feeling like you feel like you have to juggle something. And this could be a good time for you guys to look for someone, a mentor, or someone that has like, even if it's like a senior at your company or something, someone that has like a little bit more knowledge than you that can help you to grow within your career, to feel successful within your career. Look for ways, or look for a teacher, look for someone that has a lot, or has like more knowledge than you on whatever subject this is. I'm feeling this is career. To help you bring yourself into balance. Like you'll feel a lot more stable within yourself maybe if you ask for help from someone. Ask for help from someone that has more knowledge than you on this topic. To help you bring some sense of stability within yourself, like so you won't feel like you have to juggle too much on your own. Yeah, and I feel like asking for help from someone will, or at least allowing someone to help you too, will help you bring that growth that you guys might be looking for right now. And then also, let's talk about this King of Wands in reverse, because the King of Wands is someone that is very charismatic, right? They're someone that people want to look at. But it's in reverse right here, so it's telling me that you guys need to bring more of that energy within you. You need to bring more of that leadership energy in. The fire element, you know, I'm thinking about that Leo energy. That's someone that people look at. People want to look. People naturally gravitate towards that fire, right? And I'm thinking about, you know, a moth to a flame right now. Oh, a bird just flew past my window as I said that. A moth to a flame right now. Literally attracting what you want. Like, I feel like you have that potential to be that person. Like, you are, like, and you might just not see that in yourself right now, because I feel like you're hiding yourself in your shadows. And it's because, this might be because of limiting beliefs or something right now. You feel like you don't deserve to be seen, but this is someone that's charismatic. This is a strong leader, right? This is someone that has leadership energy, but I feel like it's being hidden away right now. So you're being asked to step into that leadership quality of yourself. You're being asked to be that strong, charismatic leader that you guys are, and see past the illusions of the mind. This is stepping into the light instead of being trapped within your own darkness, within your own shadows. You know, with this Page of Coins, this is optimism. This is you know, this is a childlike spirit. This is someone that is friendly. This is someone that is, I'm just hearing happy-go-lucky. So mending this inner world right now, and ask yourself, I'm wondering, like, do you guys feel like you deserve to be a leader? Do you feel like you deserve for people to look at you and see your work, or see what you can put out there? Maybe you're hiding away because you feel like people won't observe you in the way that you want to be observed. I don't know. Okay. So let's move on to the student card. I feel like the student card right here is asking you if you feel like you are ready to move on, if you feel like you have learned from the lessons of your past, or no, are you ready to heal from your lessons of the past so you can bring a more fortunate future to you guys? And lastly, with this Lover's card at the bottom of this is telling you that it's your choice. Like, this is going to be your choice to want to heal from this past, right? To get into this recovery mindset. Like, even, okay, this might be a little personal for you guys, but like, I was someone and it's so crazy that I can even say this and talk about my, like, say this in a past version of myself, but I mean, I still can experience anxiety now, but it's not in the way that I used to experience anxiety. Like, if I had to be a personality type, catch me last year, I was the Nine of Swords as a personality type. Like, I was Nine of Swords and Eight of Swords as a personality type. And I think I kept myself so long within those energies was because of the way I was identifying myself. Like, I literally identified myself as like damaged goods. Like, I was like, oh yeah, that's what I am. And that's not true. Like, I am deserving and capable of healing. And you guys are too. So, and I'm deserving and capable of healing my mind and taking control of my mind and not being controlled by my mind. So this is asking you guys, are you guys ready to take this step to step into a period of healing so you guys can bring a more fortunate future for you guys? And get curious about the person that you want to be. Getting curious about, I'm wondering, like, you guys, I don't know if you guys daydream, but if you guys don't daydream, start daydreaming. Daydream about that person that you want to be and see how aligned you are with that person you are now. And if you're way far off from that person that you want to be, don't criticize yourself. Be grateful that you're able to see this person that you want to be, and then starts taking those starts taking those small steps, right? Small steps towards recovery. And this is going to take some time, of course, right? This is, changing energy, I feel like, can take time. Definitely if you've been stuck in an energy for a long time. So don't, beat yourself up over it. But this Three of Swords is here though, because like you're being told, like, you guys have the power to recover, right? Three of Swords, when it's not in reverse, it talks about heartbreak, it talks about self-harm. But you guys got it in the reverse card. This is recovery. This is recovery from the way of thinking, recovering from old patterns. And as you recover from these old patterns, I'm hearing like an abundance of, or an overflow of abundance is being given to you guys, because you've made a choice to move on from energies of the past so you can accept in new energies. So I'm hearing brighter days are ahead, guys. Yes. So I've cut off this video so many times because I've had to remake this so many times. But I don't know if I said these cards appear, but this is the energy that you guys are embodying right now. This is the Ace of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. Wait, Page of Swords is not in reverse. So Ace of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords, Two of Swords in reverse, Page of Cups, and Page of Wands in reverse. So Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is making me think that you guys are like fueling. I'm just going back into this fueling part. I feel like you guys might be fueling this misinformation about yourself, like, or other people might be misinforming you about your own self. Like people might be telling you things about you, and you're believing them because, other people are saying them. These might be people that are close to you that are saying this to you. And I feel like often when someone that we, definitely if it was family members, like at least for me, a lot of my beliefs about myself came from family members and came from like how they felt about me. And so I had to unidentify myself with, that way of thinking, because that was boxing me in. So I feel like there's action that needs to be made right now, but I feel like you're putting yourself at a halt. Even though action can be taken right now, I feel like you're putting yourself at a halt because of what you feel like could be, or how you feel like this could be perceived. This Page of Wands in reverse is a little bit more pessimistic energy. So that can be the energy that is being fueled onto you. This could be other people that are fueling onto you. Like people are giving you this energy, and you're like, dude, what the heck? And yeah, let's see. you might be feeling a little bit sensitive towards how people are, towards the energy that people are sending towards you. But like, I feel like this is like, I don't know, I feel like if people are throwing misinformation on you right now, I feel like this is like a learning block for you guys, so you guys can detach from other people's thoughts about you, like, so you can find your own power by detaching from the thoughts of other people, because that can be what's keeping you guys stagnant. Okay, so let's move on from that. And lastly, let's talk about the energy. Oh, not lastly, we still got to talk about these cards. Let's talk about the energy that the fire element wants you to embody now. Instead of this energy that you're embodying now, what is the energy that the fire element wants you to step into? And you got the Chariot card, which is that Cancer energy again. So you guys have right now the Cancer card in reverse, the Mother card in reverse. This is a beautiful time for you guys to start nourishing yourself, making sure your energy is good before you pour into anything else, but also just taking time to, I feel like, to love on yourself. This is feeling that like dating yourself energy, like really taking time to love on yourself, building intimacy within yourself. I'm feeling like that sensual nature, right? Doing things that make you feel good, like putting things in your room that makes you feel good. I don't know, I'm feeling like, even like, I don't know, in my head I just thought about like spraying your pillowcases with lavender or something before you go to sleep, just to give yourself more of a sensual feeling, making you feel at home within yourself. Even if your home doesn't feel like a home, be at home within yourself. Like, make your inner world feel at home. And you guys might be feeling disconnected from that energy. So look up Cancer energy, Cancerian energy, and figure out how to, get more in touch with that energy too. But also get more in touch with this fire element too, and figure out what ways you can empower yourself. But because perfect, like I was just saying, this is water energy and fire energy right here. This is Cancer energy and Leo energy, the mother and the father. So there's that there, I like that, the mother and the father energy is right here. This is like being a parent to yourself. So let's see. So we have the Chariot here, about the energy that the fire element wants to embody, and this is determination, feeling control over yourself. And the Chariot energy, the Chariot in the tarot, like, moves when it knows that it's going to be successful. The fire element wants you to feel that power within yourself with the Strength card, that inner power to take action, and know that if you're, when you're on this onward journey, you're going to be successful. If this means that you have to get guidance from someone else that has more knowledge than you in the subject, then do so. Empower yourself. Don't limit yourself from, like, if you feel like you don't want to ask someone for help because you don't want to bother them, or they're so, they're very high up at your workplace, or like, they have seniority over you, and you feel like you're not worthy or whatever of their attention or of their knowledge. That's a limiting belief. You can at least just ask, right? And even if you ask and they say no, at least you took a step for yourself. At least you did something that empowered you for a second, even if the answer was no, right? You took action towards yourself instead of staying stagnant within that energy. So this is about finding courage, finding determination. And this is towards your own victory, right? I'm not saying, like, you're not getting these cards to, lead you astray. This is because you can be victorious here, but you need to find that strength, right? And this strength might, I'm not saying this is going to be something built overnight. This is something that takes patience. This is something that takes cycles, right? This is going to take time and perseverance and resilience. But it all starts in this foundation, right? Just, start with small steps that can empower you every day. But it's time to move on from this delay, right? You have this Chariot card, and you have this Six of Wands in reverse at the end. And the Six of Wands not Six of Wands, Six of Swords. Six of Swords in reverse can be, feeling stuck, or feeling like there's been no progress. But that's why you have this Chariot and the Strength here. It's so you can move forward. It's so the stagnation will finally be lifted. So small steps, baby steps, but you guys can get there. Lastly, let's talk about these Talisman Oracle cards. You have the Mindfulness card in reverse and the Success card in reverse, but it's in... Or so your Mindfulness card came between the Lover's card and the Moon card. So your mindfulness is going to be your choice to want to see past the delusions of the mind, right? Like, past the illusions of the mind. Sorry, not the disillusions. Seeing past the illusions of the mind, and looking for things, looking behind the illusions to see what truth is there to them. And if you can do something about them now, do something about it. If you can't do something about it right now, then you're going to have to wait, right? There's going to need patience. Okay, and then lastly, we have the Moon card, or we have the Success card in reverse in between the Moon card and the Three of Coins. So there's an illusion, again, of, this is the mind. The mind is really playing tricks on y'all. All right, this is literally the distortions of the mind. Recognize it for what it is. There is growth here. And the fire element is telling you guys, and plus you have all these threes, the synchronicities of threes. Watch out for synchronicities of threes that you guys get. This is going to be messages from the universe that is telling you guys are, there is growth, there is growth, there is change, there is improvement. Believe it. But, and you guys might be feeling like you guys can't be successful in this, or you're not sure that your success will be guaranteed, but you guys have this Chariot card. It's time to move knowing that you will succeed. And this Three of Coins is your confirmation that there is success, right? And then at the in between this Three of Coins and the Temperance card, when you start feeling growth and there is some moderation in between your own thoughts, we have the Financial Security card. The Financial Security card is coming in once you gain that moderation, or once you gain that harmony within yourself, in the harmony between, I feel like, the physical and the mental. Is that what I want to say? The physical and mental? Okay. I feel like you'll start to see more results in your physical when you start to balance out the mental. Is what I wanted to say. But you guys are guaranteed success here. You have Three of Coins and the Financial Security card. So I feel like there's success here, but you know, there's going to be I'm hearing like there's a little bit of need of improvement. Let's also see, we have the Luna card in reverse. So the Luna card, actually, let's read it for you guys. This one talks about prophetic dreams, talking about the subconscious mind, but let's read it. All right. This card represents the freedom of desire and the illuminated path of moonlit dreams. The night can bring comfort to the night can bring comfort to let your imagination fly and to show your walls. Gosh. Let's start over. This card can represent the freedom of desire and the illuminated path of moonlit dreams. The night can bring comfort to let your imagination fly and to show your wild side. In the dark, our subconscious can bring this to the surface vivid clues of our hidden situation. You can achieve your goals and desires if you pay close attention to the limitations of logic and reason. This can also represent prophetic dreams in the unrealized side that calls upon you. Affirmation, and so it will be. I like that it says that the limitations of logic and reason, because I feel like that's something that I've been talking about, but I've been talking about like the limits of the mind in general, but yeah, you can achieve your goals if you pay close attention to the limitations of logic and reason. So even as I was saying, like bringing logic in, sometimes intuition needs to beat logic, right? You know, you have to decide, you know, which needs your energy at the time, but yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. But you guys have this leadership card again. It's time to take upon that leadership role in your life. That version that you visualize of yourself, you know, take small steps to start, I don't know, to start working towards that person is what I'm feeling. Okay, guys. This was hard. This is a really hard reading to give to you guys. I'm sorry. So I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed it still, but I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to spread your love and light, and I will see you guys next time, or in another pile. If you guys feel a need to go to another pile, please do so. But if not, I will see you guys next week for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you guys love and light. Hope you guys are able to spread your love and light, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Peace. Hello, my dearest pile number 4. You guys are pile number 4. Yes. I'm excited because if you guys have been to this channel before, y'all know I am water within my big 3, all right? I'm a water cancer. I'm too excited to give this reading. I am a sun. What? Why can't I speak? Please forgive me. All right. I'm so excited. I just have so much energy right now because I'm going to a Bulls game after this. So I gotta get ready to go to a Bulls game after this. It's my first Bulls game. I'm so excited. I've always want to go. And my mom texted me earlier and she's like, oh, we have an extra ticket. Do you want to go with us? I'm like, of course. Duh. So I'm so excited. I can barely even get my words together. But back to what I was saying. In my big 3, I am water signs, right? I'm a Cancer rising, a Cancer sun, and a Pisces moon. So I am a water girly. I'm so excited to do this and connect with my element. So I wasn't really going to read the water element card, but when I was meditating with the water spirit, I heard, can you read my card, please? And I was like, of course. So we're going to read that water element card. Also, I heard stillness is within. That's what I was hearing when I was meditating. Stillness is within. So let's read your card, the water element card. I'm so excited, guys. Okay, so this is emotion, intuition, and imam koelai. This is card number 2. Maybe you guys are seeing synchronicities of 222 or just 2 in general. The element of water can manifest as soft as a raindrop and as potent as a waterfall, deep as the ocean and as subtle as the clouds. Lao Tzu, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, said that the highest good is like water. It follows the path of least resistance, flows effortlessly, and makes itself at home. I love that. Makes itself at home effortlessly. The water element has the power to weaken the fire element and strengthen the earth element. Let's read the message. Water is the vessel of creation of the cosmos. It is the cosmic womb. Nothing can be manifested without it. It evokes dissolution, impermanence, change, and cycles. The element of water turns on our senses and emotions and enables communication with the depths. The energy of water goes downwards and inwards, so you are being invited to open your receptivity and go within, to surrender, to be a vessel for human compassion and pour your healing waters over the wounds that need healing. That is so beautiful. I love that. When the water, I'm just gonna love everything about this because I'm a water, I was gonna say because I'm a water spirit, because I am all water damn near, but actually I'm water, and then the rest of my chart is basically air. Like I'm Gemini in the rest of my charts, so that explains why I talk so fast. But it's just like onward flowing water all the time. But let's get back to this. Okay, all right. When the water element is empowered within you, you feel caring, emotional, compassionate, and artistic. It brings intuition, love, empathy, and imagination. This element touches on the themes related to relationships, family, emotions, adaptability, healing, and unconscious and unconscious. Water is the force that allows you to go with the flow. The water element is related to your imam koelai. This angle in your natal chart points to where you come from and your most private self. It speaks to your family conditioning, ancestral runes, and the why of your purpose. Okay, that part just reminded me, like with the Imam Koala talking about, oh, it's from where you come from. I feel like what I was just thinking in my head, I was like, oh, you know how they have those like ancestry.com things so you can see like your heritage. I feel like getting in touch with your heritage might be very helpful for this group. If you guys already know anything about your heritage, or looking just into your family history. I'm seeing two birds outside my window, and as I said, you guys are going to be seeing synchronicities of two. Maybe look into your family heritage and see what messages you get from that too. Let's see. This is your call to dive deep into your emotions and commit to your soul evolution. Action. Practice emotional release. Embrace the qualities of the whale spirit. Be gentle with yourself. Go within to sense what is here. Connect with the serenity of water bodies and enhance your loving kindness and show compassion to yourself and others. Affirmation. It is okay to feel my feelings. Being soft is a strength, and today I will seek connection. Okay, guys, I'm going to shuffle your cards real quick, and we'll see what the water element has to say to you guys. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Alrighty, my dearest, pile number 4. Let's get into your reading, guys. This is such a beautiful reading. As soon as these cards came out, I was like, ooh, I'm so excited. I feel like maybe because I'm a water sign, or I don't know if this is just an excuse, but yesterday when I was trying to do the fire element, I was having such a hard time like tapping in with that energy. That energy just felt so different. So I was having, like, I could understand the message I was being told, but like getting the words out were just so hard. This one it was just flowing with me. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's look at your oracle cards first. I want to start first with this root chakra card, the safety card. Let me show it to you guys. Actually, I don't know if I can. Let me just show it from back here because she's got her titums out. So, all right. So, I'm also here to connect with the. All right, there's an elephant on here. So maybe connecting with, the earth element, but I'm also really hearing connecting with your maternal nature, connecting because you also do have this mother card here and the nurturing card, but connecting with your maternal nature. It just reminds me of the fact that elephants, I don't know what like a pack of elephants are called, but a herd of elephants, yes, the women lead their herd, and also, they're very knowledgeable creatures. So the fact that you guys have the wisdom card under this safety card that has the elephant on it is amazing, because elephants have amazing memory banks, right? And they pass those memory banks on to their children, and then, you know, the memories just keep, or their wisdom just keeps getting passed down and passed down and passed down. But I know you're like, okay, it can be like, oh, well, Kaya, isn't that what most people do, right? They pass their traditions on and everything from family to family. Yes, but I watched a documentary on elephants, so I'm feeling quite knowledgeable on it, but not too knowledgeable. But in the documentary, it was talking about, oh, like the elephants always know where to find water after or during a drought, because the wisdom that's been passed down from each of their I forgot what they call, what is it called, the woman, the female herd leader that leads their herd. I don't remember what the name is called. What is the word? I can't remember the name. Okay, but you know, this is the person that leads the herd because they have the wisdom of all the other ancestors, right? And then they're always able to lead their family to water during any drought. And so this knowledge gets passed down to each of the other elephants, and they're able to retain it because elephants have such great memory. So I just think that's amazing. But I wanted to read this card to you guys, and I will read it. But I do want to talk about this row that you guys have. So the safety card, and then the judgment card, and then the wisdom card. The safety card, since this elephant is here, is, you know, saying that sometimes we're afraid to move forward, right? Because we're not feeling safe, right? We're not feeling safe in, you know, the physical world or within our own body. And sometimes our safety isn't really, like, our fears of our safety or our anxieties of what we feel like how do I say this? Our anxieties of what makes us feel like we aren't safe might not even be our anxieties. And I love that I'm thinking about this right now, because I was on my walk earlier, and every time I go on my walk, I ask the elements to please enlighten me with their wisdom. And I was laying down on this little hammock, and out of nowhere I felt anxiety. And I was like, where is that coming from? And then I thought to myself, I was like, oh, this isn't my anxiety. This is like anxiety that has been passed down, right? This, you know, because I wasn't really feeling anxious, but I was like, I was thinking, I thought about something, and that's what made me anxious. And I was like, oh, that's an anxiety that has been passed down to me. And sometimes we keep that knowledge, right, and we hold it with us because, I mean, we ourselves are 60% water, right? And knowledge, not or water holds so much memory. Like if you've ever seen Frozen 2, what's his name? Olaf, he was talking about how water has great memory, right? And water doesn't forget. So sometimes our anxiety isn't really our anxiety, and we internalize it and make it ours. But I'm not invalidating you at all, right? If you're feeling anxious, it is very valid, right? But sometimes disconnecting from it and realizing, hey, is this really my anxious thought, or is this a thought that's been passed on to me? I'm saying all this to say, with this safety card right here, maybe if you're not feeling safe, like, maybe it's time to think, is this really because of my own safety needs, or is this someone else's? Like, is this, you know, my mom's trauma that has been passed on to me? You know, if your mom was a very anxious person and then, you know, you feel anxious too, maybe some of those anxieties aren't yours to hold anymore. So, and I'm seeing a vessel, like a vase that has cracks on it that's ready to break. And I feel like there's a release right now. There's ready to be a release of what was, and, you know, a rebirth with this judgment card of what is, replanting and, you know, repotting that plant, I feel like, or like filling that vase up with new fresh water, and that water being your own. So I feel like filtering, yes, using a filter and filtering out, using your own wisdom to filter out the past from your ancestors, and then filtering out with your own wisdom of what really resonates with you. I hope that makes sense, guys. But I do want to read the safety card, so let's get into it. This has to do with our root chakra, our belonging, stability, and certainty. Let me hold it up for you guys. Okay. Our ancestors couldn't survive if their basic needs were compromised. They developed a flight or fight response to stay safe and ensure the continuity of their tribes. Nowadays, most of our needs are covered, but we keep carrying the worries of our ancestors, like I was saying. The overstimulation that we are exposed to makes it hard for us to remain grounded and feel at home in our own bodies. This message for you guys is truly the sense of being at home within yourself. You have the mother card, the Cancer card, which represents the home, the feeling of being at home within yourself. Like I gave my sister a reading earlier, and I was telling her about, you know, finding your own sense of home within yourself, because, you know, you can move to a lot of different places and think that this place is going to bring you sanctuary. Like this is going to be this all healing experience for you. But if you haven't made peace with yourself and you're not truly at home with yourself, you're going to keep running into those same problems, right? Your anxieties are going to keep catching up to you if you don't deal with them, right? And so I think nourishing yourself and truly mothering yourself in the way that you felt like you needed to be mothered as a child. If you weren't mothered in the way that you wanted to be mothered, or taken care of in the way you wanted to take care of as an adult, I've been trying to realize, like, this, I feel like this plays into the safety card too, is that, like, hey, I am safe enough and strong enough to nurture myself and care for myself in the way that I wish that I was cared for as a child, right? Or the way that I wanted to be held as a child, or, you know, have my emotions validated as a child. Do that for yourself. Find that safety within yourself to do that. Let's keep moving. Message: you are being invited to come back to your sanctuary, which is your body. This is, like I was saying, this is perfect. You are always safe here. This is your home. In comparison to the mind, things move slowly inside the body. A deeper sense of stability and simplicity dwells in its awareness. You are supported by the earth beneath you. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love this reading so much. You belong here. You will have a mission on this planet. My ear just rang as I said that. You have a mission on this planet. Maybe some of you guys need to hear that today. Each and every one of your choices will take you closer to your purpose. There is no need to worry. You are protected and you are abundant. Guys, I'm feeling like, okay, go watch Frozen 2. I just feel like, or watch Frozen. Watch something that has to do with water. The Way of Water. Oh my gosh, watch that. Avatar. Watch that. I feel like just connecting with this water element, connecting with your own sensual nature, connecting with your own mothering nature, just like getting intimate with yourself. Like, I don't know, I just feel like that'd be really good. Getting in touch with your sensitive nature is beautiful. So, a deeper sense of stability and simplicity. We read that part. Each and every one of your choices, will take you to. I read that part too. All right, there is no need to worry. You are protected and you are abundant. I love that. Look around you. Feel your clothes touching your skin and the smells of your surroundings. There is nowhere to go and nothing to do. Just stay here. I just heard rose water or rose oil might be very helpful for this group. Maybe sniffing that. I don't know what's like. Oh, I guess that's like more of like that aphrodisiac, right? So that's like getting in touch with your senses. Maybe like essential oils might be good for you guys. There is nowhere to go and nothing to do. Just stay here. You are alive. It's safe to be you. The layer of reality governed by the root chakra revolves around survival instincts and basic needs. It speaks about the relationships with the tribe, the family matters, and the foundations. The root chakra can hold ancestral wounds and beliefs that need to be reviewed. Yes, reviewing those and see if they align with you guys. Its energy wheel is located at the base of the spine, and the seed mantra is Lam. Action. Balance your root chakra. Ground down. Bring your attention to your body and its connection with the earth. As I'm hearing that siren right now, I'm like really just getting in touch with your senses right now. This might be a group that experiences a lot of anxiety. Definitely if you guys are empaths, I feel you guys, all right? So getting in touch with your emotions. Sometimes like I'm holding emotions that aren't even mine, right? I'm holding the emotions of someone next to me. So getting in touch with it and being like, hey, is this mine? Does this need to be here? Is this something that I really need to nurture right now? Is this something that I am holding on to for someone else that it's ready to be released? So like I was saying earlier, filtering things out. Bring your attention to the body and its connection with the earth. Imagine roots growing from your feet towards the center of the earth. Give yourself a gentle massage. Yes, guys, salt baths. If you guys are empaths, salt baths and the crystal prenite. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Prehinite. I think that's how you spell it. Let's see. Affirmation, I am safe and secure. I am grounded. I am enough. I have enough. I feel at home in my own body. I feel like that is the most beautiful message right there. But let's keep going because next you guys have the air element. So I feel like this whole thing is about nurturing for you guys, right? And I feel like you have a lot of ideas. And it's time to go through with one of them. It's time to take leadership on one of them. Get into that student energy and just, be okay to act like a fool with it, right? Like, be okay to be in that fool energy within it. Just jump into it and try to learn the most that you can with it right now is what I'm hearing. Because this might bring you a lot of wealth here if that's what you're looking for. But this new opportunity, it brings great growth for you guys. So explore your mind right now and what ideas are intriguing you. And then when you get there, take that leadership role and go through with it. I'm seeing you guys are great visionaries right now. So it's reminding me of that Pisces energy. So maybe daydream is very important for you guys. Sorry, I keep taking sips. I'm just trying to get this tea down while it's still warm. But okay. I'm really seeing, oh my gosh, this is reminding me of Aladdin, but like, okay, so let's keep going. Visualizing a new world for yourself, like really see it. Like you guys are getting a lot of insight right now, right? I keep saying right, like you guys can answer me. But you guys might be getting a lot of guidance right now within your daydreams. Pay attention where your mind is leading you when you daydream. Or even your dreams. Where does your mind go? Because that's what's giving you guidance right now. Like, even if it's something that seems out of your reach right now, it can be within your reach if you start putting small steps towards it. So, take those steps for yourself. This Karmic Justice card, I kind of want to read. If I have the book next to me, I do. Karmic Justice. All right. If you seek the balance of karma, this is a positive sign that whatever the outcome of a particular situation, it will be a fair one. Karmic justice doesn't look the same for everyone because we have different values and desires. Don't expect the same repercussions to be immediate or the same nature. They will be of equal worth. However, if your own efforts have been unfair, this card can mean that it's time to accept the consequences. Put bias and prejudice aside and open your heart. The endless knot on this card symbolizes wisdom, compassion, and balance of the universe. Affirmation: the energy we spend is the energy that we receive. I feel like that's amazing. Okay, so now I'm seeing it. So what you're visualizing right now, I feel like has great power, truly. Like, and this is what's going to help manifest something new for you. If you guys have been wanting like a whole new world, like I'm literally hearing the whole new world song from Aladdin. Like this could be a great adventure for you guys that you guys have been visualizing that you want to go on. Manifest it through your daydreams. I feel like that's going to be very powerful for you guys. You know, where I've been saying, I feel like in every group so far, energy flows where energy goes, or energy grows where energy flows. Is that the saying? I keep saying that saying. I think I say it different every time. So if you guys know the saying, then you know what I mean. But basically, where you put your energy, that energy is going to keep growing, right? The universe is going to be like, oh, that's where they want, or that's what they want. Bet, let me give it to them. But even though like you can visualize this and visualize this, but you got to take that action in the real world too, and you know, water those seeds once you plant them into the physical world. And then lovely, the fact that you guys got the water card and the Cancer card. This is amazing, guys. This is literally like, this is even male or female, whatever you identify with. I'm talking about energy right now. The energy that you are being called to step in is this feminine energy. This is slowing down. That's why I was hearing stillness is within. That's why I was hearing that stillness is within your own home, your own inner sanctuary. Finding that stillness, building that sanctuary, like, so you can truly, like, once you build that sanctuary within, you're truly going to be a light every place that you touch. Like, I remember my mom used to tell me, I was really afraid of the dark when I was a kid, and she used to tell me, basically, no matter how much darkness is in the room, if the smallest bit of light if the smallest bit of light enters that room, the darkness has to bow down to that light. And I just feel like you guys can become that light. If you're not feeling like you're that light already, you guys have the power to be that light, and it's going to start from within. But this is about communing with your soul, communing with yourself again, coming back into communion with yourself. This Two of Cups energy is like a healthy relationship, but you're attracting that healthy relationship within yourself. And you'll do so by nurturing this inner home of yours, coming inwards for yourself. I really want to read this Cancer card too to you guys. Let me see. Escape. What the? Okay, let me just find it real quick. 46. Give it to me. Okay, I have to start getting ready in 6 minutes. Okay, but we got time. We got more than enough time. All right, we're here. Yay. Okay. All right. I want to read this mother card to you guys because I feel like this is just going to help you guys get in touch with yourself even more, and it's just really important. You also have, I see 3 right here. You guys might be seeing synchronicities of 3, and also 44 right here. So you might be seeing synchronicities of 4. Also 10. Yes, 10 might be very might be a number that you guys are seeing too. Okay. Intimacy, home, sensitivity, the mother, Cancer energy. In the cosmic womb, we are always safe and nurtured. We share this space with our ancestors, again, with your ancestors, guys. Gosh, maybe you guys really look into your heritage, is what I'm hearing. The Cancer energy makes space for us to listen to our emotions and intimacy needs. It cradles us until we feel calmer and reminds us that it's okay to cry if we need to. The Cancer goddess is the loving mother that offers chest for healing and retreat. With her, every place feels like home. She has mastered self-care and nourishment. Her strong connection with her emotions and intuition allows her to use the most effective medicine for each wound. Her sensitivity proves how one can be tender and strong at the same time. She never denies an emotion. She keeps the river flowing without obstacles. She honors the ebbs and flow. Instead of moving forward, she often travels backwards. If she witnesses a flower, she follows the growth of a whole plant until she reaches the most profound root. I'm also hearing this might be good for you guys to start, like, if you guys have been pouring too much of your energy into other people, nurture something within, start nurturing something else. And this, of course, nurturing yourself right now too, but like maybe if you guys have a plant right now too, something that you can mother. I mean, of course, mothering yourself right now, but also nurturing something else too. Maybe if you guys have an animal or something like that. She follows the growth of a whole plant until she reaches the most profound root, because there is where she finds the ultimate cause that made the flower blossom in a certain shape. Yes, this reminded me of anxieties, what I was saying earlier. Does the soil have enough water? Is there any nutrient lacking? There is where the goddess finds the answers in the roots. Take your vitamins. The mother takes care of others only after her own needs have been met. Her strong boundaries Her strong boundaries preserve her from energy leaks and invasions. She doesn't fear intimacy because her self-love is so strong that no one can take it away from her. The goddess doesn't hide her flaws. She shows up exactly as she is. Action. Embrace the mother archetype within you. Retreat and pay attention to your emotions. Investigate and heal inherited wounds from your ancestors or past lives. Nurture the connection. Literally, that's what I've been saying, guys. This is crazy. Nurture the connection you have with yourself. Seek alignment in your home and family matters. Affirmation: I am home. And I honor the ebb and flow of my emotions. Okay. And like I was saying, I feel like just coming into communion with yourself is going to cast away, like you guys have the cast away negativity card, but I'm seeing the serpent on here as the ego. And I feel like now the ego is a part of us because, of course, as we are here on this earth, the ego has to be here with us. But I feel like this is communion with the soul, right? Making your soul feel at home with yourself. Because I feel like sometimes the ego kind of rules this home, right? So I feel like, telling the ego, hey, you're moving to the basement, buddy, and I got someone else, we got a new tenant here, and it's the soul, right? So I feel like that's important for you guys. Okay, and also lastly, water energy is creative energy. It's the materialization energy, being adaptable, finding pleasure in life. So I feel like nurturing parts of your life that make you feel passionate. And once you find those things that make you feel passionate, step into that leadership role and like take charge within those passions. Like find joy within those passions, and embrace them. And I feel like you guys have the Queen of Cups here too, and that's of course also more feminine energy that we have coming in. And it's that warmth energy, like sorry, I'm hearing things in the house. Okay. It's that warmth energy coming in, like one, trusting your passions, trusting that your passions are not leading you astray, right? I feel like following your passions and following them with love, like warming them. I don't know if this makes sense, but like warming up your passions, what does that mean? But like, or letting your passions warm you up. Okay, that's what I mean, all right? Yeah, and then there's knowledge within your passions. Like your passions are leading you somewhere for a reason. Like this could be leading you towards your destiny, or just be leading you towards your own sense of joy, or your own sense of security here, because I see this here on the nurturing card. But nurture your passions. Like this is like a great time to get into hobbies for you guys. There's this YouTuber that I used to watch. I cannot remember her name now, but she's just a person that like, her YouTube channel was just her doing her hobbies all the time, and I thought it was so interesting. And now I'm a person that has hobbies. I didn't even know what my hobbies were before, but now I have a lot of hobbies, and I think that's so fun, because at the end of the day, if I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to do, I'm like, oh, I have a hobby that I can go do. So, you know, discover yourself. I feel like once you get into this mothering card, you're going to understand so much about yourself. And once you have those hobbies, nurture them, have fun with them. Like, this is reminding me of that kid-like energy. Like, I'm feeling so warm as I talk about this. I love this. I love the water element, guys. But yeah, like, this could be a great time to learn a new hobby. Learn your passions, and or like what's the word that I want to say? I don't know, or bring old passions that you had back and learn more about it, you know? I guess that's what I wanted to say. But you guys have this, at the bottom of the deck, we have the vulnerability card. So this is coming in with communion, with yourself, showing up for yourself, being honest with yourself and honest with your feelings, allowing them to happen. And then you guys have the High Priestess in reverse. This is like, you are a very intuitive person, but this is like telling me that you might not trust your intuition. And with this Queen of Cups here, it's telling me that you should start nurturing the intuition. Trust it when you feel it. Like, I think I've been telling this to every group so far. The ego screams, your intuition whispers. So hush the ego a little, soothe that ego so you can hear the whispers of the soul. And then you also have the Change card in reverse. So this is like telling me that you guys might also be feeling a little stagnant right now too. So I feel like trusting your intuition and showing up for yourself right now will help like get things moving, right? I just feel like it's going to like I'm seeing putting oil on the gears right now, like allowing it to move more smoothly. And then let's look into, who does the water element want you to embody right now? Yes, okay, so I'm seeing this stagnation card again on, or the two of swords on the bottom of the deck. So this is telling me there is some stagnation here. But who does the water element want you to embody right now? You guys have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So this is about ending a conflict right now. And then, yes, you guys have the Death card too. This is liberation. This is change. This is empowering yourself. A rebirth again. And the start of a new era right now. And then you guys also have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse though. So, I'm feeling like not being so swayed when things aren't feeling in your favor, right? Like, allow those emotions to come when you get those feelings like, damn, I really wanted that, but I wasn't given this opportunity. That sucks. And allow yourself to sit in that. Allow yourself to sit in that sensitivity of yours. And then you have the Ten of Coins at the bottom. Tradition, comfort, wealth and success, property, family, inheritance. Yeah, inheritance. This is again with family. So maybe, like, I don't know, connecting with your family right now if you feel safe to do so. Or maybe learning more about your family. But this is also just gaining that sense of stability within yourself. Even when things aren't feeling like they're in your favor. Feel liberated. I don't know, is that the right thing to say right there? To feel liberated even when things aren't in your favor? Because I'm just like, I don't know. Rejection, at least for me, is what I try to tell myself. And now, never invalidate your guys' self. Like, of course, make yourself feel valid. Feel those feelings. You deserve to feel those feelings, of course. But don't attach too hard to them, right? Once you feel them, allow them to let go. Allow them to flow like water, right? You don't have to hold on to it. Like, how can you hold on to water? No. It will flow through your fingers, all right? It doesn't want to stay stuck. Allow it to flow. Allow the emotions to flow out. This reminds me of my new painting that I just did. Give me a second. And I call this one spring cleaning because for a while I have been so stuck within the stagnation of guilt and shame, and I feel like I'm finally just letting them flow out right now. So as spring comes, we got to let these icebergs melt and allow it to just flow, right? This is time for blossoming, new growth. And allow it to happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I am so blessed and so grateful that I was able to give this message to you guys today and connect with our beautiful water element. I thank you, water element, for helping me give this message. But yes, I hope and wish that you guys have such a great journey on this journey of loving yourself and nurturing yourself and becoming your own safe haven, becoming your own sense of home. So I wish you guys the best. I wish you guys love and light. I hope you guys are able to spread your love and light with others if you feel safe to do so. And I will see you guys maybe in another pile if you feel called to, or next week in another video. But I thank you guys so much. I'm about to go to a Bulls game, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, I'll see you. Bye. Peace.